She said, bitch, what you want? It was I just... What up, fam? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Nee. Today your girl gonna do a short story time. So before I jump into this video, give your girl a comment, subscribe, share, like, and comment. Don't forget, share. I was supposed to have a video out, but I had a freaking eyelash stuck in my eye, and it made my eye all puffy and all that good shit. Now it's just like, it's real fucked up, but it's going down. So I'm gonna get this little story time out. But yeah, so if you see in the title, then you already know why you clicked on the video. It's about the time I beat up a bully's mom. So I know in no way, shape, or form do I condone violence. You know I smile a lot because that's who I am. But when I'm telling this story, I might smile or laugh. But that's just the person I am. But I'm gonna tell you the story anyway. But anywho, so again, I don't condone violence, but at the same time, you do have to stand up for yourself. And if kids are not of the age to stand up for themselves, then parents should stand up for their kids, or aunts and uncles or whatever, anyone grown should stand up for their child in that situation. In my situation, it was my nephew who I had to stand up for. But yeah, again, I don't condone violence, but as a child I was bullied myself, and for the stupidest shit, I got bullied for having long hair. I know, right? Dumb as shit. Like, I was in the 3rd grade, and instead of coming home telling my mom that I was being bullied, I just dealt with it for like a whole year. So just imagine you going to school, got your hair all bow rats and ballies and all this good stuff. So you're in a line, just a walking, and the next thing you know, your head just getting tugged for no reason. Just, that was my everyday 3rd grade life. I never told my mom that I was getting bullied. I never told the teachers because I felt like, well, they're not really hurting me. They just pulling my hair, not knowing that that's really hurting you, because they really used to fuck me up, like pour, chunks out my damn hair. Like, that shit hurted. But I vowed from that day on that I will never let nobody else bully me, like take advantage of me or none of that shit, right? So I'm gonna get into the story time. All right, so my nephew, he was in the 2nd grade, and he used to come home saying that 2 5th graders would bully him, and they would kick him, and they would hit him, right? Mind you, he's in the 2nd grade. So this went on for about 2 to 3 weeks before his mom actually went up there to find out what's going on, right? So his mom went up there and found out, discussed that he telling the teachers and the principal of the school that our child is being bullied. Y'all not doing anything about it. I'm keep constantly coming up here telling y'all that these same kids are bullying my second grader, and y'all not doing anything. These are older kids, and y'all, what are y'all doing to protect the younger kids? Basically, that's what my sister was going up there to do. So time went on, nothing changed. So me and my brother one day went up there to go pick him up from school. So we pulls up, and we see these group of kids like surround him. But at the time, we not knowing that it's my nephew. We just see a group of kids like in a circle or whatever. So I get out the car, and I just stand there. And then when they all like scatter, I see my nephew kind of like just looking there all sad and whatnot, like he about to cry. And as I'm walking towards him, I hear a little girl like, not on the phone. I just hear a little girl like, yeah, I smacked the shit out you or whatever. And I'm like, you ain't gonna smack the shit out of my nephew. Now, pause. I know there was a child, but at the same time, I felt like she was disrespecting my child. I mean, my child. Not my child, but my nephew, who was a 2nd grader. And you look like you about in the 5th grade. You're a little bit too old to be saying that you about to smack the shit out of my 2nd grade nephew, who apparently not even doing nothing to you. You bullying him, because that's what the problem was. They was bullying him. Kids around the school, different ages, different groups, it don't matter. They was bullying him because he was dark skinned. He was a little skinny, scrawny. He was little, and he didn't stand up for himself because at the time he was little. So boom. So once I get my nephew, and he all upset because the kids was just around him, bullying him, taunting him about his skin color, how ashy he was, blah 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 blah, calling him names. So my brother told him to point out the 2 5th graders that smacked him and that put hands on him. Point out the 2 kids that put hands on him. So my brother went up to one of the little boys and told him, hey, excuse me, this little kid right here is my nephew. He's in the 2nd grade. What grade you in? He said 5th. He said, what did he say? My brother said, my nephew in the 2nd grade, you're in the 5th. There's no reason why you should be putting your hands on him. If it's a problem, then you should go tell a teacher, tell an adult if it's a problem going on between him and you. So the little kid was like, oh, no, yeah, I ain't got to touch me like that, blah, 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 blah. So we walking away because we're not going to argue with a child. We walking away. And then we hear his mother run up like, excuse me, did you just disrespect my son? So her being a female, I didn't let my brother say anything because she already was in a little hostile situation. Hostile attitude. So she come over or whatever. And my brother like, no, I ain't say nothing disrespectful to your son. So I just kindly put my brother to the side like, no, he didn't disrespect your child. But what he did was he told him that he shouldn't be putting his hands on my nephew, who's only in the 2nd grade. So she was saying, I don't give a fuck what grade he in. Don't come up there and talk to my child like that. Bitch, if you got a... And when I heard bitch, I kindly handed my brother the keys. And I was like, what happened? And at this time, I don't know why, I got an anger problem, and I kind of like black out a little bit. That's just me. I kind of blacked out, and once I heard, bitch, what you want? You know what I mean? When she said, bitch, what you want? It was I just felt somebody tap me on my shoulder and was like, man, please don't do this in front of the kids. It's a lot, you're in front of the school. You don't want to do all this. And I don't want to do all this. I'm not about to do all this. Kids around. I got my daughter. I got my nephew. I got it's kids around. I'm not going to do this. Right? So what I do is I get the kids. We leaving. And as we leaving, she said, bitch, meet me right here on this corner. Bitch, meet me right here on this corner. So I said, okay, I'll do that. So what I did was I drove the kids home, and when I went, and I'm not gonna say that it was the right thing to do, but it was like the argument that we was having in front of the school. It was like, I see why your child's a bully. His mom thinks she's about that life. Okay, now I have to show her. So I dropped the kids off home, and me and my brother got back in the car, and I drove around, and I found her. And when I found her, I got out the car and I beat the shit out of her. And I'm sorry to say this, and I'm sorry to say that that's what happened. I beat the shit out of her. And as I'm beating her up, I had to tell her, you should have just told your child not to put his hands on my nephew. I'm sorry that this the way that it's coming out, but I really did have to, beat, and she pissed on herself, and, moral of the story is, it is not okay to let your child bully another child because you have parents or aunts like me that will fuck you up for hers, point blank period. So I hope she learned her lesson. Her son probably learned his lesson because she probably fucked him up because she got fucked up. But thank y'all for watching my short, brief video, my story time. I hope y'all get leave your girl a thumbs up, subscribe, share, like, and comment. Don't forget, share. And again, it's never okay to let your child bully another child, and it's never okay to solve your problems with physical violence. But some people need to learn, and that's just about it. Peace.